Haulover Inlet in a single day can be a tale of many different stories, kind of like we see right here. This is earlier in the day, and about an hour later, things completely change. Welcome back, guys, to Boats vs. Haulover, where Man and Machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet in Miami, Florida in a 5-round competition to see who can be victorious. With these kind of conditions, it's going to be an interesting battle today to see how the boats fare if they can pull a win out. But let's see how they fare as we go ahead and head into our first round. Our first round competitor to step in the ring and do battle with Haulover Inlet made a good call, and that good call was coming through earlier in the day. As you can tell, it's a little calmer than some of those images we saw right up front, and that's because later in the afternoon things really kick up down here. But here we're going to see this cruise rolling through. They've got the throttle down. They probably could use a little more trim tab, but they're trying to keep the bow high to make sure they don't stuff it. They don't have any real issues though, and they're going to go ahead and send it straight into the inlet, and we'll go ahead and give this crew a win for the boats here in the first round. This cigarette really is moving pretty good for it to be such a rough day. Like I said, they get a little air here, probably could have been helped by a little bit of extra trim tab, but it's a fine line. You've got to keep this bow up so we make sure we don't stuff the bow. The crew did a good job of that at least, and they're going to take a win as we mentioned. Now let's see if the boats can keep up that winning momentum as they roll into the second round. Our second round competitor is going to be a large MTI, but they're coming through at a different time than our cigarette came through earlier, and conditions really have turned quite a bit down here. And here they're getting a little air early, and oh no! They stuff the bow. Right here you're going to see they catch air, and when they land, that bow just dives right back into the next wave. And here you're going to see it, boom! One of the hulls cuts into the water. We take water over the bow and over the windshield, and unfortunately, even though it's a light stuffing, that is a bow stuffing, and that will be a loss for the boats in this round. Our MTI does continue to make his way out of Haulover, but man, you can tell these conditions really have turned. It has gotten rough out here. Let's see if our third round competitor has any better luck. Here in the third round, we're going to see a more than capable boat. We've got an Invincible coming through to do battle with Haulover, and my man's coming out just a little bit slow. He's not quite up on plane and probably needs just a little bit more RPM to get this bow up to make sure he gets a safe exit. But our captain appears he's going to choose to maintain this same pace, and let's see how that pays off for him. Here so far, things look okay, but we're starting to get into some of the bigger waves just on the outside of Haulover. Oh no! He stuffs the bow as well! And that's kind of a crazy one. These Invincibles are designed for these kind of conditions. This boat should be able to eat Haulover up, but he's coming out just a little bit too slow, winds up stuffing the bow, and the boats take a loss here as well. And this is going to give Haulover Inlet an early 2-1 lead as we head into the fourth round. But don't worry, the boats are not done yet. Here we've got a CV rolling through the inlet, and of course being captained by a Haulover local we see all the time, the Jolly Roger fishing team. And this crew looks pretty good. They've got the boat up on plane, and they really are moving as they make their way into the inlet, but they're going to wind up eating Haulover up with this one, and going to take a win for the boats here in the fourth round, and that'll take us to a 2-2 tie as we head into the fifth and final round. Who will take the win in this episode? Will it be the boats or Haulover Inlet? And the boats are going to bring a ringer in here in the fifth round as we got an Azimuth 57 making its way into Haulover. These yachts usually can eat Haulover up, but these Azimuths especially do a really good job. These are performance yachts. This is not your typical cruiser that likes to just ride around at 10 knots. These vessels were designed to give you the luxuries of a yacht, but be able to move like a performance vessel. As can be seen here, these guys are absolutely blasting their way into Haulover and are going to make easy work of the inlet, and surprisingly, the boats are going to win this round, and that's going to give the boats the upset victory. Even though it was rough down here at Haulover today, they'll take the win in this episode. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Boats vs. Haulover. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at Haulover Inlet. My channel, Broncos Guru, we do some great comedy boating videos over there as well. And of course, we've got the Miami Boat Ramps channel that focuses on all the hilarity that happens to the boat ramps in South Florida. And if you have not already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.